Listen to 49er Rush. Niners all day. Let's bring 6 home, baby. Let's go.
I love it, man.
It's time for the 49ers Rush podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? And doesn't just the world seem like a better place after a 49ers victory? It just feels better. The music sounds better. The food tastes better. It's Victory Monday, baby. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We already finished our film breakdown over on Patreon. I'm going to be sharing some clips with that. We got an exciting announcement. We're going to announce our December giveaway. We do something at the end of every single month for all the Countdown crew. Seeing a lot of people, a lot of studs showing up. Katie, what's up? I see you, Adam MacArthur, in there, man. Lots of good friends in here. I love it. What's up, colleague? Good to see you, brother. Just glad to be with you guys. We got a lot of stuff. So we're going over grades, offense, defense. We got some film. We got playoff scenarios at the wazoo. We got a giveaway. And, of course, we got your questions. So let me know what you guys got. Make sure you tag me in the chat so that I can see and get you your question if that gets addressed. What's up, Philip? I see you there, buddy. James, he says, have we released number 26 yet? Referring to Josh Norman, of course, who got benched after that pass interference call. And number 27 went in. Well, any chance of Josh Norman being benched went out the window pretty quick this morning. As you know, we only had one player this entire season test positive with COVID last week. That was Mitch Wishnowsky, who cleared the protocol. Again, under new protocols, it's just 5 days. You can get back on the team. He was able to punt and actually punted pretty well. Very positive game for Mitch, considering what he's been through this year. He started off strong. Middle was awful. This was a positive game for Mitch. Was not on kickoffs. Kickoffs were still dead last in the NFL. But we had 2 corners go on COVID today. K'Wan Williams, our starting slot shark himself, and number 27, who replaced Josh Norman. Now, there is some hope that Emmanuel Moseley comes back this week. And if that is the case, whether Norman, number 27, K'Wan, all those people are around, the starting outside corners would be Ambry Thomas and Emmanuel Moseley. And that gets me a little excited. I'm not going to lie. So that's kind of where that is. So I don't think Norman gets released this week, especially with those COVID things. I fully expect K'Wan Williams to be back and number 27. Now, for some reason they're not. That's going to be fun because now you're going to have Demo, all right? Diamador Lenore. He's going to be the starting slot guy who they want him to be there long term. But him against Cooper Kupp, probably not the most fun. First time starting inside. I know Jimmy Ward's probably going to get the majority of that kind of responsibility. Jimmy Ward has locked down Cooper Kupp, I think, 3 straight games. But again, Cooper Kupp, he's the best wide receiver in the NFL currently. Stats, I mean, he's doing it all. He's going to get his, but you don't want that rookie out there. I mean, I want to see him play, not this game. If he's got a fill-in, that's fine. But we'll have to see what happens. Now, Trent Williams, he's getting a day-to-day kind of response. He had an elbow sprain. He didn't play the last 2 series. And, you know, Kyle Shanahan said it's something we're going to have to monitor and work through. He's day-to-day. This elbow continues to act up for Trent Williams. This is not a new thing. This was a month-long injury, and he kind of re-aggravated. He'll be out there. Oh, what's up, Iron Lion? He says, Happy Victory Tuesday. It's Tuesday where he's at in Okinawa. All the way around, man. I freaking love it. Thank you for your service. Appreciate that. I love it, man. I'm nobody you need to know. If you could make a straight-up trade for a cornerback, what 49er player would you trade, and for what cornerback? Oh, my gosh. Right off the cuff. J.C. Jackson would be the one that comes to mind just because it's an expiring contract. Get something for him. Obviously, we're after the trade deadline. I really, really want him. But, you know, if there's going to be somebody that we would have to give up, that's rough. It'd probably be a D lineman. Maybe, and I don't want to trade a D lineman. I don't want to trade a linebacker. I'm going to piss some people off with this answer. If Hufunga's healthy, I might trade Tart because I don't think Tart's coming back next year. He's a 1-year expiring deal. I think he deserves to get paid. And so and again, like I'm not trading Tart because I think he's bad. I think he's awesome. I think he's playing some of his best football of his career. But again, those expiring contracts, that's kind of the key there. Try to get something besides nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll have to see what that looks like. The cornerback market's going to be interesting. But here's the thing that's important. Our corners don't look as bad as they used to. Ambry Thomas is coming off a stellar performance. Emmanuel Mosley's been great from the jump. Just injuries the only concern. So K'Wan Williams has been on fire as always. So we'll have to see here. Yeah, the Vikes got rid of a corner, Brashad Breeland. He signed with Arizona. He kind of got to pick his team. And he tested positive for COVID. They signed him last week. He tested positive for COVID. Just became official now. He goes to Arizona. That's what that is. So you take that for what you want. Now, yeah, the new COVID protocol is 5 days. That is correct. I don't want to get too much into COVID talk, but yeah, the CDC and the NFL changed it to where you test positive, you got 5 days, then you're back. As long as you test negative and those symptoms start going down, that's where that is. Now, let's talk about this giveaway, baby. Look at this. Look at this sexy jersey I got right here. Kyle Juszczyk, baby. The people's fullback. I'm not very good holding this. It's a mirrored look. Sewn on, 75 patch, Nike jersey with the 94 Vapors. I mean, this thing is freaking awesome. And so this is free. We do this monthly. Even in the off season, we'll be doing giveaways. Here's how you do it. So many simple ways. Number one, if you're a Patreon supporter, already entered. Okay. All the Patreon supporters that help support this show financially allow me to do these giveaways like this. Those jerseys aren't cheap, but they sure are freaking awesome. And so that's one way. Hashtag CC, all you people that get in every single time, that counts. And on Twitter, at JL_Chapman, I posted the giveaway rules. You can go retweet that. You can enter this as many times as you want. And what happens is we're giving this away. This is huge. So set your clocks, guys. The winner is going to be announced this Friday, okay, 4 days from now at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So on a live show Friday at 6 p.m. So set your clocks. Set your alarms. And if you haven't turned your notifications on this channel, what are you doing? Come on, join us. It's freaking week 18. We got a team that's right on the cusp of the playoffs. We're going to be finishing the episode talking playoff scenarios and what all that looks like. There's a lot of stuff out there. So join us. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, and again, if for some reason you're not on social media, you're not on YouTube, you're not doing the live thing, you can go leave a positive review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts. You do not have to have an Apple phone or an iPhone to do that. You can do it on a computer. You can do it on an Android. So there's lots of different ways that you can enter. I'm trying my hardest to be as inclusive as possible so people can participate in those. And man, it's freaking, yeah, it's what it is. What's up, Jason? How are you, man? Jason Battle, good friend. Can't wait to watch film on Patreon tonight. Yeah, we just loaded an hour-plus breakdown of the offense and Trey Lance. Oh, man. I was excited after the game. And if you watched our live show last night, you could tell I was excited. I'm more excited now. The film, it's usually never as good as you think it is or as bad. It was better. And it was totally just one of those exponential growth type charts because Trey Lance was very slow starting out. And then eventually that dude just took off. he went ham on it. So I think that's really, really important to understand. Now, Steve, he asks this question. What differences do you see in the time we played the Rams earlier in the season to how both teams are playing right now? That Rams game was really the turning point for the 49ers. That was all the way back at November 15th. We were coming off of losing, good gosh, 5 out of 6 games. We were at our low point. We just got drummed by the JV team by the Cardinals. And we were 3-5. We come out, and man, we mollywopped the Rams. We won 31-10. And a lot of it was the defense. We didn't turn the ball over. We forced 2 turnovers. And since then, the 49ers have been unreal. We've been 6-2, if you include that Rams win, since that point. So the turning point's taken place. Now, the Rams are still not playing clean football. We'll do a full episode on Friday. That's going to be our scouting report, predictions, bets of the week, and all that stuff Friday afternoon at 6 p.m. So Friday night, 6 p.m. So I'll devote an entire hour plus on that. But they're still playing sloppy. Matt Stafford leads the NFL in pick sixes. They had 3 turnover performances the last 2 games. The crazy thing is, they still won. They are the definition of a boom-bust splash offense and defense. That's just what they are. And so they don't mind giving up points, but again, they're going to go after the ball and attack it. And same thing on offense. They're going to sling it. So if our defense can take advantage of it, I know everybody wants to put everything on the quarterback and all those things, whether it's Jimmy G or Trey Lance. We're going to talk about that in a second. It's about the defense. It's all about the defense. That's how we won that game versus the Rams initially. We held them to under 300 yards, forced 2 turnovers. That's where we won the game. And that's what we got to do. You got to stay strong with that. So hopefully, what our team looks like now compared to there, we're far more explosive. Far more explosive. And if you just look at fourth quarter points, this was one of the things that has been driving me crazy this season. The 49ers scored, last night versus Texas, 13 points in the fourth quarter. 0 points first quarter, 3 points second quarter, 7 third, 13 in the fourth. That's more points combined than our previous 6 fourth quarters. And so, Jimmy Garoppolo, game starts fast, it slows down. Trey Lance, rookie, game starts slow, speeds up. And I think that you want to finish strong, right? One of my teams, we always used to do the 4. When the fourth quarter came up, everybody hold your hands up. Fourth quarter, we win the fourth quarter. And, we would give out helmet stickers. And if we won the fourth quarter, everybody got a sticker. Because I wanted to burn that into the kids' brains, the players' brains. Look, we win the fourth quarter, good things are happening. And so, you don't give out a helmet sticker for winning the first quarter. That's not what it is. You go fight for it at the end, whenever everybody's tired, when the adjustments have been made. Who wants it more, right? Get it. And that's what we saw again. It's a 1-game sample size. I understand that. But still, 13 points in the fourth quarter is a lot of points. I'd be very, very happy with that. So here we go. Let's jump in. Let's listen to Kyle Shanahan, the wonderful Juan Solis. Just continues to be the best that there is at everything that he does. And, I also got to say this, and I missed this last week, and so I apologize. But I got to give a quick shout out to Juan Solis' daughter. She's incredible. Natalie Solis. Juan was pulling double duty yesterday. He had the kiddos and was chopping up film and clips. He's the absolute best there is. And if you're coming out freaking this Sunday, baby, 49ers Rush road trip, Juan Solis, my wife, good friend's going to be there. Eric Crocker. We got all kinds of stuff. Listen to the jerseys. The autographed jerseys we're giving away this Saturday. Okay. And again, if you're one of those people that's like, COVID, all that thing, I get that. The place that I booked the patio. The second floor is completely open air. So, and again, this is SoCal. It's going to be 60 degrees. It's going to be nice out. And so, again, if you're one of those people that's just like, man, I really want to go, but COVID's kind of a thing, and I get that. I understand that. Take it very seriously. So we have a 2-story bar that we booked, that I paid for, that we're going to be able to, if you want to stay outside, open air, and you don't want to be inside with a bunch of people, that's there for you. You want to be inside at the bar where a lot of other people are going to be, that's there for you as well. So head to 49ersrushroadtrip.com. We got it covered. We were very intentional of where we picked this place to be. Hermosa Beach, outside, it's going to be great. So again, safety is important. We want everybody to have a great, memorable experience and not be stressed about all the other stuff that's been going on for 2+ years, and trying to create an environment for the community to thrive in a positive way. And so that's what we're doing. But listen to these jerseys. Debo, autographed Debo jersey. Autographed Patrick Willis, probably going to make the Hall of Fame this year, right? Autographed Jerry Rice jersey. Are you kidding me? Oh, Elijah Mitchell jersey too. So we got that there. I mean, we're giving away a whole bunch of stuff, and Fred Warner. So we got 5 autographed jerseys we're giving away at this event. And again, if you just buy tickets, you get raffle tickets. One of those jerseys, we're going to be doing a trivia thing where everybody competes against everybody on your phone, and the winner's going to get an autographed jersey. So that's there for you guys. It's going to be a blast. I really, really hope you guys get to come out. So let's jump to the head coach himself. Okay, this is Kyle Shanahan yesterday. And again, Shout out to Juan and Natalie Salas for getting us these clips and allowing us to engage in this conversation with the head coach himself, Kyle Shanahan, on how he thought Trey Lance played.
I think he did some real good things. Obviously, besides that, the bad interception, I thought he protected the ball real well. I mean, that was a big thing going into this game. And he did a good job on all those except for one play. I think he was very efficient, just looking at his numbers and things like that. That big play at the end was huge, and for the most part, he made some pretty good decisions running the ball.
Yeah, thought he made some good decisions. Definitely, this is what Kyle Shanahan does. He doesn't build him up too much. He doesn't tear him down too much. Trey Lance had a good game. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. Slow start. So he's going to try to keep him grounded. If he had a bad game, what would Kyle Shanahan do? He'd lift him up. I think he actually played. Like, that's just what his MO has been. Benji, he says, John, how do I sign up for Patreon? Man, in the description of this video, I see you're watching on YouTube. Click on you'll expand and you can see the link there. It's patreon.com/49ers Rush Podcast. Or you could just go to patreon.com and in the search box, type in 49ers Rush Podcast and join right there. And I recommend everybody check it out. Join, watch a video. You don't like it, cancel. I'll pay you back. I'll pay you all your money back. It's only $8 a month. And when this season ends, sadly, it's going to come to an end at some point, hopefully with a Super Bowl win. It's NFL draft time. You're not going to find anybody else that spends more time on draft tape, and I share all that, all my evaluations, my draft book, all that stuff, and we're throwing a huge party in Vegas. I kind of want to tell some of the things. It's not just going to be me throwing a party in Vegas. I can tell you this. We're going to have some 49ers players there. I'm not allowed to say which ones yet, but they're big ones and ones that all of you know very well. So we're going to have some actual 49ers players come out to Vegas and party with us as we do live commentary of the NFL draft, days 1 and 2. And I see you, Lucas. He said, please reconsider doing a live commentary once or twice this season. I want to. This year being the last year I'm teaching and coaching, it was really difficult. Just press for time. And just the energy and just being drained of teaching a full slate of classes and coaching and things, I had to kind of pull back a little bit. Next year, you're going to get as much John Chapman as you could ever want. Really excited for what's coming. So we'll see there. Now, and again, and this is the question I'm seeing out there, and we talked about this last night. Over 60% voted they want Trey to start. And, if you look at this, Kali, he says, do you think Trey will start versus the Ribs? Listen to the head coach talking about Jimmy Garoppolo starting or Trey.
I don't know if he threw today. I didn't even ask. Just talking to him yesterday, I had a pretty good idea that we weren't going to even push it today. I think he'll be able to do it this week. Still, that's just me giving you guys an honest guess. Hopefully we'll have a better idea by Wednesday.
He did throw yesterday?
No, he ended up not throwing yesterday.
Yeah. I know you don't have to announce anything until the game, but given what you've seen from Trey, does he have a chance to be the starter next week, regardless of Jimmy's situation?
If Jimmy's 100% healthy and could do everything, perfect, then, I would definitely go with Jimmy. I'm not just going to throw a guy in after one game like this when Jimmy's been doing it for us all year. I think it's going to be hard for Jimmy to be 100%, which is how most people are right now at this time of year. But Trey did a good job. If Jimmy can't go, we won't hesitate at all. But if we feel Jimmy can go and play confident, then Jimmy will be out there.
It's always fun trying to decipher and figure out kind of all the different things that he's saying and not saying, right? The Shanahan loyalty program is always strong. And even though Shanahan traded up for Trey, he's going to go with the vet every single time. He does not prefer rookies. He doesn't like variables. Me personally, let's just use his words, okay? Kyle Shanahan's words. If Jimmy Garoppolo's 100%, you're going with him. What are the chances he's 100%? He couldn't throw the ball last week. Can he throw the ball this week? Well, his agent's telling Ian Rappaport and everybody else, he's got to have surgery. Well, if it's something that needs surgery, there's no way in hell he's going to be 100%. Okay, so now is he 95%? Now is he 90%? Holding the ball is kind of important. This is somebody that fumbled the ball considerably. We have Kyle on record saying, the interception Jimmy threw was affected by his thumb. I don't know. It's a rough choice. The one thing that I could say, and I haven't really seen this out there too much, when Jimmy Garoppolo throws an interception, we don't win games. That's period. Trey Lance in his second start threw an interception. And that's what we're going to kind of turn and talk about here soon. But guess what? He overcame it and won considerably. That's the difference with a big-armed, explosive quarterback that pushes the ball downfield. And boy, did he push the ball downfield. 5 attempts, 20-plus yards. It did pretty good with them. So they're just different. And it's not fair to hate on one or the other. That's not what I'm doing. If Jimmy Garoppolo starts this week, man, I'll probably wear a Jimmy Garoppolo jersey. Like, I've worn it to 3 games this year. Also, little known fact, every single game I've attended this year, we're 4-0. Hashtag 49ers Rush Road Trip, baby. And we're going to be there this week. So we ain't breaking that spree. So we're going to be getting that dub, man. We're going to be getting that dub. So we'll see what's up with that. Now, listen to Debo talk about Trey, and I thought this was a really good clip. And also, obviously, I had to put this up there just so you could see Debo. That dude, the way he dressed it, he looked good, man.
I know what it feel like to, you know what I'm saying, he had a good week of practice. First half was kind of like we kind of started off slow, and as you see, second half, he played outstanding. He was able to hit a couple balls, and, you know, once you see a couple guys make plays for you, it give you, you know what I'm saying, confidence to keep doing it, and that's what he went out there and did.
I'm sure you had confidence in him coming into this game, but if he has to start next week, does that give you more confidence that you can win a game like that?
Yeah, I think so, because, you know what I'm saying, he got this one under his belt, and, you know what I'm saying, just building into a new week. And if, you know what I'm saying, we got to roll with Trey, and I feel pretty confident in it.
It's not a bad problem to have 2 capable quarterbacks, and I think that's where the 49ers are. And, you know, I don't want to get into the idea. This just came in the back of my head. I'm almost mad I brought it up. Right now, Jimmy Garoppolo's trade value is in a good spot. It really is. I think right now you can probably get a third for him. You know, save a lot of salary cap space. Maybe you add, you know, Jimmy Garoppolo at a 4th to get a 2nd or something along those lines. I think those are some possibilities. You put Jimmy out there with the messed up thumb, and he throws an interception or looks, you know, whatever, and then you pull him for Trey. Who's that helping? If Jimmy is 100%, you go with Jimmy. I believe that right now. But, man, I want Trey, right? It's what the heart wants versus what the head wants. You go with the experienced person. He's made it all the way to a Super Bowl, and you could argue, all right, well, we ran the ball. And I'm getting flack from both sides, you know, on social media. People are upset with me because I'm not, you know, saying Trey should start, and people are upset with me because I'm saying Trey Lance is so good. I think as long as I piss off both extremes, I'm usually in the right spot. I'm okay with that. Never too hot, never too cold, right in the middle, baby. Let's piss them all off. But that's a big if. If Jimmy Garoppolo's 100%, I would start Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, I would have plays for Trey. It's not either or. It's both and. That's what the correct answer should be, but not if Jimmy Garoppolo's not healthy. Now, let's jump to some film, okay? I thought that this was early on. This shows the inexperience of Trey Lance and the ability of Trey Lance all in one clip, because he makes a mistake early, but then he bails it out with his athleticism. I'll allow you to see the clip. And again, if you want to see this hour plus breakdown, patreon.com, 49ers Rush Podcast, that's the place to see it. So here we go. Again, you can throw either one of these. There's no linebacker there. Ball should be coming out right here or right here. Both are open. Just slant routes. You got to get that ball out. Quick, easy pass. Trust your eyes. This is open. This is open. You can throw either one. He says, nope. Good pass protection. And he's just ad-libbing at this point. Nice play. And this play was kind of, again, Trey Lance started 5 for 5 before his interception. It's not like he was inaccurate with the ball. It's just the decision-making process before letting it go. And, yeah, that play worked out. That's great. You got to get rid of that ball early. It was open, especially in the end zone. It was open. You just throw those slants. Either one of them. Kittle or Debo. Both open. Right there. Trust your eyes. Get the ball out. Linebacker was late. But this is great that he has the extra creative ability. Nice ball. Good job for Ayuk just getting open in space. Nice first down pass. And so, again, you can kind of see the evolution. Now, I'm going to show you a route at the end of this episode. We're going to be here a while. I'm a little excited. There's no school for me this week. My school doesn't go back till Monday. So I'm like, oh, dude, this is all 49ers, baby. This is all 49ers. So buckle up, baby. we're going to be here a minute. And I think that's a good thing because there's just so many things that I want to dive in. The nuance that Trey brings to this in a positive and negative light. He's not making quick decisions. Now, he does improve in the 2-minute drill, and I'll allow him to speak on that. But before we do, here we go, my bookie. Man, I hope you bet with us. I keep saying it's every week, but we're on a 6-week tear where we went 4 for 4. Yeah, 4 for 4. We hit all 4 bets this week. I don't highlight a whole bunch of bets, but I post everything on Patreon. We went 4 for 4, man. Tripled our money up. That's not a bad thing. Looking for an easy New Year's resolution? Make your goal to double your money and get a head start with MyBookie's deposit match bonus. All you have to do is use my promo code 49ers, 49ERS, and when you sign up, you'll get your initial deposit doubled all the way up to $1,000. With that extra dough in your account, you're ready to bet on the biggest games of this week, and MyBookie has all of the action. The NFL playoff race is on its final stretch, and there's plenty of stakes this week to choose from. Are you a diehard believer that the 49ers are going to seal the deal versus the Rams and make the playoffs? We're going to have bets here all week and our specials episode later on this week. So don't drop the ball. Double your first deposit up to $1,000 by using our promo code 49ERS, or you can just snapshot that QR code on the screen, head to MyBookie, place your bets, and ring the new year with a win. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. All right. So here we go. Let's jump into the interception. Okay. So first I'm going to show you the interception and my breakdown of it. Then I want to let you to listen to Trey talk about it because I think it's important. So again, this is the interception and it was bad. Like as a coach or a player, one play turnover drives, not allowed. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because you put your entire defense at such a terrible position because they had no time to adjust. They had no time to rest. None of those things. And this was a one-play drive. I've been so harsh on Jimmy because that's kind of his thing. Trey did this here. So here we go. Allow this play to just, it's not great, but here we go. Recognizes his cover 2. Boom. Sees the safety look. I mean, Kittle's going to pass him. You just got to lead him more. And this is kind of one of the issues with a bullet passer like Trey is it doesn't layer. It doesn't arc over, right? Jimmy's a touch passer, and so he'll be able to put a little bit more dump on it. And you can kind of see where the ball goes. If you just put a little bit more arc on it, this is where the ball should be thrown here to this area where this guy can't get his hands on it. That's a bad pass. Just a bad pass. Now, the issue is this. Oh, look at Trey. He's getting down and dirty. You can tell he's pissed off. Watch him after the play. He's going to get down there, and a lot of quarterbacks want to shy away from contact. He says, come on, D lineman. I want to hit somebody. But that's the thing. The difference between Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo is because of the big play ability, you can overcome interceptions. The 49ers do not win games when Jimmy Garoppolo throws an interception. This is a bad pass. It should be up here. Should be up here. It's a bad pass, pure and simple. All right. So it's a bad pass. Like, again, not making excuses. Bad pass. And that's what it is. Now, I want to say thank you for the gift. 49er George, what's up, man? He says, I'm buckled up. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Unstable Productions, thank you again. He says, were you at the game? I was not. Do we get a playoff game at home? We do not. We will be a wild card team if we get in. Now, it is possible to get a home game if you are the 6th seed, right? 7 seeds get in. If you're the 6th seed and the 7th seed wins out, which would be the Eagles, then we would host the Eagles, which would have to be the NFC Championship. I'm going to just have to come out and say probably not going to happen that way, but I would be upset. We were at the Eagles game earlier this year, and that was a fun one. Benji, what's up, man? I'm proud. There we go. Just signed up for Patreon. That's what I'm talking about. Man, be honest. Let me know. And let me know if you want anything covered. I got you. Now, let's listen to Trey Lance, the rookie QB himself on the interception. And, man, listen to the verbiage that he uses because it's one of the small things that really makes this kid shine. Obviously, you fall in love with a player by the tape and what they put on the field. But again, one of the things that kind of propels Trey Lance up the ladder is who he is off the field and what's between the head.
Yeah, it was cover 2, so not necessarily where I'm told to go with the ball, but if I make a better throw, I think that, everyone's happy in that situation. I just left it short-armed it. Bouncing back, just turning the page, throw picks in practice, whatever it is. It's kind of the only option to turn the page. There's no point in sitting and being upset about it.
I threw it short. I messed up, right? That's important. Whenever you're successful, you spread the success, the cheers, the gratitude. Whatever it's bad, you absorb it. That's on me. That's on me. Oh, well, the O-line did a good job. Receivers did a good job. And you hear that from them later in the press conference. When it's negative, me, I, right? That's important. And again, you can usually tell a good leader or principal. I've had a lot of those. As soon as, if they start their kind of like speech or meeting to the whole staff and it's me, it's a bad leader. You're not a good leader. That's not what it is. Unless you're talking about yourself in a negative way because things are not going well and you're going to do something to correct it, right? Just leadership 101. And yeah, Trey's, I'll tell you this, man, he's a sharp cat. He's a sharp cat. And he's a good dude. He's a really, really good dude. Now, that was rough because 0 points in the first quarter, only 3 in the second. But he started to calm down in the 2-minute drill. And that's when things opened up. Kyle Shanahan didn't call like an easy, friendly quarterback game early. No. He did Trey Lance 0 favors. Early. None. It wasn't until later on that finally they got into the swing of things and started hitting on pace.
That way to you.
Yeah, I think I got into a better rhythm. Probably settled in after that 2-minute drive. I think is when I started talking to Rich and Kyle and kind of letting them know that I felt settled, honestly. But yeah, hopefully we can get started faster whenever that next time is.
And so, like, this was the throw that started to open up. Now, go back to the play I showed first with the Ayuk, right, where he scrambled and threw the first down pass to Ayuk, which was awesome, but he passed up those early slants. Well, 2-minute drill, guess what? He trusted his eyes here. And now this is where Trey shows up. You put him in easy situation, 2-minute drill, quick passes, and guess what happens? The dude opens up. Finally throws that slant route, which he was a little hesitant to throw earlier, which we saw. And sure enough, man, empty set, throw this slant route. This is a dime right here. I mean, this is just, you see it, you got the cushion, puts it right on the money. That's a hell of a confident pass right there. Let's go, 2-minute drill. Sometimes you got to get people out of their own heads. Make it easy. Now, they got to delay a game call because they were trying to take the ball away from Debo and trying to run the clock and all that stuff. Stop the clock for us, which was nice. Boom. I mean, that's a perfect ball. How many times we see, selling slants over the middle? That's maybe a thing of the past, hopefully. Get the ball down over the middle. And you can see right there, I mean, a little bit higher would be all right, but that's okay because you're leading him where he needs to go. Nice catch there by Debo. It's so good, man. And this would be one of the last clips, but again, want to stick with this 2-minute drill because I think, again, once you made quick, easy, defined reads and play calls for this quarterback in a 2-minute drill, you got him out of his head, and then he could just play ball. And from there was no turning back. Dude just went off. And this is a nice stick route to Ayuk against the soft zone. And man, dude was cooking after out with the ball quick. Oh, that is good. Man, very nice. You'll see Ayuk just find that soft spot in the zone. Gets past the first line of coverage. And you can see he's already eyeing him. I know where I'm going with the ball. That ball comes out quick. Anticipation route. That's a good location. And freaking golly, Brandon Ayuk's unreal, man. Led the team in receiving. A hell of a game. Just looked good start to finish. 4 catches, 94 yards. Anytime you're getting 20 plus, 23 and a half yards per catch, that's pretty incredible. And a lot of that's just Ayuk creating on his own. But this is a great ball. Great ball. Understanding the coverage. You can see him letting that ball go right there. Whoop. Threw it right on the money, man. That ball got there in a hurry. That was a rope, man. And so, like, these are the things that, the broadcast view just robs. It takes it away from us because you don't get to see the coverages. You don't get to see the safeties and all those things. The 49ers offense is predicated upon destroying zone coverage. That's what we do. You throw it into the pocket, whether it's Jimmy or Trey, and then you allow your guys to get the yak, yards after catch. Jerry Rice invented it, right? George Kittle and Debo, they're great at it. We know that. They lead the NFL at it. But also Ayuk. Well, what does Trey Lance bring to the table when it comes to yards after the catch? That ball gets there much quicker. Now, if he can speed up the the gerbil running upstairs and he can decide to get the ball out faster, well, that means the tight windows that you throw the ball to, just like there with Ayuk, he's going to have more opportunity for yards after the catch because the ball gets there quicker. I mean, there's no question on arm strength whenever you're looking at Jimmy Garoppolo versus Trey Lance. There's not. It doesn't exist. They're two different people. But they got, a field goal out of that. Now, I wanted to jump into some Pro Football Focus grades, and this is positive and a negative. Again, just a launching point is do not take this as gospel by any stretch of the imagination. Top player, Brandon Ayuk. He had an 85.8 grade. Number 2, George Kittle. Even though he only had 2 targets, the dude was just a baller in the run game and pass protection as well. Dude was all over the place. 81 grade. Laken Tomlinson, 79.7. Trent Williams, 78.3. Tom Compton, baby. I want to talk about Compton. He has outplayed considerably Mike McGlinchey. It's not close. It's not close. And so I'll eat crow here. I really didn't think that Tom Compton was worthy of a roster spot. I was really upset that they kept him. I was really upset whenever they put him in over, the rookie. That bothered me. It really, really did. Jalen Moore. But he has earned a role on this team, and he's probably going to get signed for at least a 1 or 2 year contract after this. And I hope he starts over Mike McGlinchey next year, even when McGlinchey's healthy. Now, has he been perfect? No, he hasn't. He's been McGlinchey-esque early on, but, man, he's put together solid back-to-back-to-back. He had an 89.4 pass block grade, the highest on the team. He was all over the place. He's just balling. He's balling right now. Trent Sherfield, 76.9. He had some good ones. Elijah Mitchell had a 71.2. Now, you look at the negative. The lowest graded player was Michael Hasty with a 53.2. He only had 8 plays. Then Travis Benjamin, he's always down there. He only had 2 plays, but a 56 grade. And so Trey Lance finished with a 59.3. He didn't fare well. And the big reason why his grade was so low is his running grade. Didn't break any tackles. He's learning the speed of the NFL. He got a 47.4. Not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Now, again, let's talk about Kittle, and let's let Kittle talk about, because Kittle's press conference was weird. You got the win. Kittle was a little upset. I don't think that he liked. I don't know what his feelings are towards Trey or whatever, but this was the most positive clip I could find of Kittle after the game, and he's talking about his the one big catch at the end of the game where he had that one-handed catch.
Perfect ball. Gave me an opportunity on it. I like to call it was an and one. I'll take that. But I was just glad Trey threw it. It was the right read, cover, split safeties right down the middle. He made the right read, and that's I'm confident in that. I'm happy that Trey took steps forward, and I think he got better throughout the game. And the fact that he could read that, I think he knew where he was going from the start. I did too. And so just having that confidence in each other allowed me to make the play.
And that's the thing. The right read. If Trey Lance gets to the point where the reads start happening correctly, big plays come. Holy freaking cow. Your generosity is greatly accepted, man. That's a huge gift. Just want to say thank you. Really appreciate it. I know you're here all the time, and just positive energy that you bring to the chat. I want to say thank you, man. Really do appreciate the gift. Appreciate this community so much. It's incredible. It's crazy. Going on 6 years now, just how this thing has grown. It's incredible. It's just getting started. I constantly have that mindset. How do I improve this? How do I bring this better? How do I provide a better community for the people that spend their time with us? And how do we do that? So just want to say thank you, man. Really, really appreciate it. I love you, man. See you down there. Appreciate it. Right back at you, brother. Now let's take a turn. We're going to spend some time on defense tomorrow. Let's talk some playoffs. Playoffs, because we're in weird time right now. And that's all there is. And Kyle Shanahan has made it very clear to this team. It's been the playoffs for a minute, and he even referred to the Rams game as the second playoff game because this was a playoff game against the Texans, and now the Rams, that's the second playoff game.
What do you think going forward?
I can't lie. I did just watch the last 30 seconds. Wasn't real fun to watch. It's pretty simple for us. I think our playoffs, I kind of thought going into this game that they started today because I had a feeling that it was going to go like that, and it did, and I'm just glad we took care of business. So we got our second playoff game next week.
And so again, it's just these constant. It's a playoff game situation. You got to win and in. That's the way you treat it. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, let's do that. The very next hashtag CC gets a T-shirt. Want to say thank you, Noe. It is a kind gift. Now, again, depending on where you're watching this and what platform, they're all different. So hashtag CCs, let's get them up there, baby. The first one that comes across my screen, there they are. I see them. Adam MacArthur. You sly devil, you, man. He is always quick on the draw there, buddy. So shout out to Adam MacArthur. He was the first one to come across on my screen. I know it's different on everybody's. I'm going off of what I see. Just want to say congrats. Adam, go ahead and email me, and I'll get you a shirt out. Just want to say thank you, man. Really compliments of Noe. So it's not even me. I'm not being generous. Noe's being generous. I freaking love it. Yeah, he says, Happy New Year's, guy. That's what's up. That quick release. I'm sorry. That was a rough one. You're the Jimmy G on the trigger, brother. Now, let's get into some nerdy charts. Who doesn't like a chart? I'm such a chart nerd, man. I don't know why. I like them so much, but it's what it is. So, yeah, just email me, Adam, 49ersrushpodcast@gmail.com. We'll work that out, and I'll get that in the mail to you, bud. So, here we go. This was put together by Dennis Selman. You can see his handle there, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So, let's just spend a moment. Let's spend a moment talking about what this is. And this is incredible. And what this is, if you read it left to right, you can see the 49ers and the Rams games are first. And the second tier is who wins. So if the 49ers win or the Rams, well, obviously the 49ers need to win. And you can see all the matchups. And so why am I showing this to you? It is way too much information. It's confusing as hell. All those different things. What I would recommend is take a screenshot of the screen right now so that you can take some time and kind of like go back through this. And you read it left to right. And so if you look at the very bottom row where it says the 49ers win, the very bottom left square, and then you read it left to right. So if we win, then Seattle wins their game and Carolina wins their game and Dallas wins our game. That shows us who we would play the following week. We would play the Rams, which the way this chart shakes out, there are 3 different possibilities for the Rams, for the 49ers to play the Rams. There are 3 different possibilities for the 49ers to play the Bucks. Those are the 2 most likely playoff scenarios. Now, there's only 1 chance for us to play the Dallas Cowboys, which is the game I want. I'm from Dallas, so it'd be cool to go home and party with some buddies. And then there's 1 chance for it to come out for the 49ers to play the Cardinals. Again, this is all dependent upon the 49ers making the playoffs. I understand that. But this kind of lets you know what those options and all those things are. And yes, the 49ers can get into the playoffs even if they lose, but you're going to need help. Atlanta has to win. The Eagles no longer matter to us really at all as far as getting into the playoffs. The only thing that the Eagles have to do with us now is seeding. So, for example, 49ers lose to the Rams. Atlanta beats New Orleans, and Philly wins. That would bump us to the 7th seed. There's only 1 scenario, right? Hashtag in game, Doctor Strange. There's only 1 scenario where the 49ers will be the 7th seed. Most likely, we're the 6th seed or we're not in. That's where we are. So, again, take a screenshot of this. And again, if you're listening to this podcast, that's okay. Sorry, hopefully I didn't confuse you too much there. But it's just a good visual representation. There's a very strong chance, the strongest chance, that the 49ers play the Rams again next week in Los Angeles, which would be freaking unreal. there's an even smaller chance. Here we go. Let's go down the rabbit hole, how far this will go. The 49ers could play Week 18 this week. We're going to be there versus the Rams. They can play the wild card versus the Rams. They go on a tear. They make it to the Super Bowl. Guess where the Super Bowl is this year? Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium again. We can play 3 games the next 6 weeks in SoFi Stadium. Whose house? That's our house, baby. We always dominate the crowd whenever it comes to LA. So I'm excited to be there for that. So again, I'm seeing all the questions. Michael, how long are the players out there? 5 days if they test negative after 5 days. That's the big one. So all those players can clear the COVID protocols. But again, that 5 days, that's kind of the key one. That's what they're looking for. So they'll probably be there. Man, this has been fun. I've really, really enjoyed it. And again, if you're not planning yet, come on, guys. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. Go get your tickets. And if the 49ers do make the playoffs, trust me, we're going to be throwing a party wherever the hell it is. Whether it's Tampa Bay, whether it's Los Angeles, Dallas, or Arizona, we're going to be there. And we're also going to be throwing a huge party for the NFL draft in Vegas. It's in Vegas this year. Again, as I said, we're going to have some 49ers players come out and participate, sign some autographs, things like that. That's going to be there. Really excited. A lot of fun things, man. And it could change quick. The 49ers making the playoffs is not a given. There's a strong, I want to think positively, and, I do believe the 49ers can win this game. But there's a strong chance this could be the last game of the year. And it's going to end quick. But the future's so bright. So bright. Look how many rookies, young players are contributing on this team. Ambry Thomas, golly, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Lance. We've got guys out there. Huff whenever he was healthy. Got a very young, strong foundation on this team. There's a lot of positives. And I'm excited, man. I think right now is a great time to be part of the faithful. It's always a great time to be part of the faithful. But it's fun when your team is relevant in December, and that's where we are. Obviously, it'd be great if we would have won that Tennessee game and we'd already be in, but here we are. We got playoff football this Sunday because you lose, it's going to be trouble. You win, you're in, and that has to be the mindset. So we'll be live Wednesday and Friday at 6. That's when we're doing the Kyle Juszczyk jersey giveaway, Friday 6 p.m. So Wednesday we'll be live, and then Friday we'll be live. That's what we got. Obviously, we'll be partying all weekend here in Los Angeles, and then we'll be live. I'll be live at the stadium after the game, win, lose, or draw. We'll see what that looks like. So just want to say thank you guys. You are the absolutely best. And, man, stay strong, faithful.